I felt the most overwhelmed when at his first diagnosis early in grade school. I thought, oh, how can this be happening? How could he have this? Nothing went wrong at his birth. What do you mean? He's the youngest of 5, and I just didn't want to accept, I guess, and I didn't know if no one had told me there'd be any hope other than the special ed teacher handing me a Kleenex. That was about the only support that I had gotten when he was first diagnosed. The biggest success that I've felt since Ross was diagnosed with a learning disability is the summer that he learned to read. He taught himself. He had a misdiagnosis of a life-threatening disease and couldn't do anything that summer other than go to the library. And all the librarians knew him, and he was there 5 days a week. And he claims to have started with kindergarten type, because up until then he was only reading sight words because he has a great memory. But, and he had just pretended to read while the other students were reading, and this is between 5th and 6th grade, but he had gone all the way up to Tom Clancy. I didn't want to believe him. As a matter of fact, his first year in middle school, I thought the teachers were cheating for him or something, because I'm like, what? You know, how can he be doing this? And with help, of course, he still had special classes in language arts and help in any of the classes, and in math. He was in a special class. But I felt like the greatest thing was me understanding that he's reading. He's really reading, because through grade school it was like flatline, nothing. No, we made no progress. The person who supported me when Ross was first diagnosed with a learning disability was his special ed teacher. She kept telling me, oh, he'll be fine, because I worried because he couldn't count money, he couldn't do anything. And even though he was in grade school, I worried about what kind of job can he ever get? You know, what will become of him? And so she really helped me. She really encouraged me that he's going to come along. And being that he wasn't reading in grade school, it was kind of like I had to trust that she was telling the truth. And after the summer between 5th and 6th grade, lo and behold, he started to read, and by leaps and bounds. And I wished I had known sooner that that first IEP was not the end of the story, but the start of a journey, and it's an upward climb. My son has to work harder than most at school to be successful, but it's not like as if he has stopped gaining ground. I mean, he's taken AP classes successfully, and I would have never ever expected that he would even try that. I mean, he was in 8th grade and still doing 3rd grade math. Lo and behold, they give him a calculator and he can do 8th grade math. He's in pre-calculus and getting an A. And I would have never expected it, but I'm grateful and I love it. I just love it. It's, the success is so much more sweeter knowing that he works harder than the average student. I think a great thing is to encourage your child to see their learning disability as a blessing, because it really helps them to have a great work ethic. My top advice for other parents of LD children is to never give up, because there's always hope. And if your child gets a good work ethic, they can just, it doesn't matter when they finish. It just matters that they do finish. It doesn't matter the amount of time that it takes for them to learn. They all learn different. We all learn differently. And that's the one thing that I'm grateful that was instilled in Ross, that it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as you finish. It's kind of like the cross-country races that he's in. You know, the whole idea is to get past that finish line. And to feel successful.